Good news, we have reached Celestial finally, with about what 2 weeks left. So Celestial 3 right now is 99.26% of the player base. So where does that put me? That puts me in the top 0.74% of the player base. So that's pretty awesome. You know, you love that. You love to be in the top 1%. As you can see right here. Celestial 3 right there. I just got it. This was this season 3.5. It was harder, I'd say. I don't know if it's because people are getting better at the game or if there's less people and like people only like try hard left or like I don't I know there's a bunch of drama between like the player count and like how serious people take the game and this and that. It was hard, you know, in this rank from GM 3 to Celestial 3. It's you have to try. You know, people really know what they're doing. So I mean, regardless of whatever, my experience is that it's still pretty difficult. I definitely had to grind for this. I definitely had to work for this. I had to, you know, just up my game a lot in order to reach this because it's gotten progressively harder each season. And Moon Knight actually is a interesting character. Honestly, Moon Knight's kind of crazy. Now, don't be deceived by that 20%. My aim with Moon Knight is kind of cracked, okay? Because I don't use the Ankh a lot. I mean, I do, but like I really like to rely on my aim with Moon Knight because he's projectile, and I don't know. I've always just had an affinity for projectiles. So honestly, he's helped me rank up a lot. I flexed a handful of times, but on this account, I like to play DPS the most, just because I want it to be that way. Where am I going here? So we're gonna go over the game real quick. This was, I mean, it was a good game. It wasn't a complete stomp because they put up a fight. Like, I know the scoreboard kind of looks a bit stompy, but you know, there were they had the enemy team had their moments, you know, is what I want to say. It wasn't the hardest game. No, it was not by any means the hardest game, but it was, you know, I had to put an effort. But yeah, so Moon Knight, honestly, kind of a what do you call it? It's a secretly good pick, you know. I feel like a lot of people wouldn't expect that. A lot of people would call Moon Knight bad, but if you can aim with him and you can get those bounces and you can utilize your aunts really well. Like, for example, I think this is probably the best you can do with aunts, not in this game, but in the last game I just played. I had an Iron Man and I was a Moon Knight. Every time he would maximum pulse, I would aunt the enemy, so they would all be grouped together, and he'd get like 3-4 people every single time. I'm talking consistently 3 minimum kills with his ult. And I gotta say, I think the aunt had a fair bit to do with that because they couldn't, you know, they were stunned, you know, for that half second. You know, that half second is what matters between getting a kill and not getting a kill, or you know, running away, or using an ability. So yeah, I do like Moon Knight a lot. Other characters I've been using is Magic. I've had a handful of Magic. So for DPS, it's probably better to go like category by category. For DPS, I use Magic, Moon Knight, Wolverine. I played a lot of Wolverine. I like him. He's really nice. His ult is so good. If you can get a fat grab with Wolverine's ult, oh, there's nothing better. You know, I'll kind of counter pick every now and then. In this, like, you know, the higher rank you go, you kind of need to counter pick. Just because if someone's popping off really hard, like for example, if that Strange was, you know, really dominating the game and controlling the flow of the game really well, then I would probably have to go like Punisher or Wolf if it was open, or Bucky, just to really shred the shield and get like some like burst damage when it's down. So it's kind of hard to, but like hard to say like who I've been playing the most as I switch every now and then. Anyway, with tanks, I'll play Doctor Strange. He's really strong. Doctor Strange, if you know how to play a good Strange, it really just controls everything. You know, his ult is game-changing. It's really good, and you even in Celestial, like, it's the top 0.74%. I can get a 4-5 man eye pretty consistently. You just gotta know how. You know, you gotta just finesse it. And if you don't really finesse it, then yeah, it's gonna get stopped a lot, but it's still very possible. I like playing Emma. Emma's really fun. I play Penny. So yeah, for the main taints, I'll play Strange, Emma, and Penny. I played so much Thing before. I don't really like to play Thing anymore. Just I'm so drained of that character, you know? Because I just played him so often. I also played support very often, so I was very drained of that. So I played a lot of tank and DPS. I'm gonna make a video about this when they drop the new character, depending on what it is. If it's a tank, I'm gonna talk about this. But God, playing healer is so dry. It's so dry in Marvel Rivals. Just playing the support role is just, you know, tanks like to talk about a lot how they're kind of, there's no, like, I don't know how to say this. I don't remember verbatim what they said, but they're not happy. They're just suffering. Tanks like to talk a lot about how they're suffering and how they're always solo tanking, how they're always doing this and that. Even tanks have more characters to choose from than healers. And I also want to point out, now I'm not a tank hater by any means. I love the people who play tank. It's really nice, but they have Emma, one of the strongest characters in the game. They have Strange, one of the strongest characters in the game. They have Mad, one of the balanced and very, very strong character in the game. They have Thing, who was just recently buffed to be extremely powerful, to knock down flyers, to remove mobility abilities, and be a tank, and, you know, create a lot of space, and have a very good ult of stun, and it goes very far. It's a very good ult. And then you also have Penny, which is really, with her team up and just, you know, kind of rising in popularity, where she's very strong. And I had a game where I played Penny where I canceled every single support ult, either with my mines or with my web. She's very, very strong and also very, very fun. You know, so they have, I mean, it's Hulk too, which is very high skill ceiling, which makes it interesting to play and learn. I can go on and on. Tanks are incredibly strong and incredibly interesting. Now, have they had a lot added to it? No. But have healers have even less added to that role? Yes. Healers seriously need a new character. They need 2. Okay, they did 2 DPS in a row. I'm sorry, tanks, but we need 2 healers in a row. Because Ultron does not count. And because we all can all agree Ultron does not count, we pretty much haven't had a healer in like 3-4 seasons. Like, not 4, because it's not 4 yet, but like 2.5, right? That's insane. Okay, no wonder people are leaving the game, because there's so few healers and there's so few good ones. You can't play Mantis. You want to play Mantis Loki, it's just an instant loss. It's not enough healing. Even with the team up, it's just not enough. Barely any healing with Mantis Loki. So you need to do either some formation of Cloak Luna, Luna Loki, Cloak Loki. You know, it's around those 3. Invis and her ult doesn't really compare, and because of her little tweaks that she's had, her healing output just doesn't really compare to Luna, Loki, Cloak. So you have about 3. And even then, if you're going up against a very good, smart team, and they're running Luna Loki, you have to copy it. You can't run like Rocket Cloak. The healing output is not enough. It's not going to match it. It's not going to be good enough, and what's going to happen is you're going to lose, because the Luna Loki is just such a strong combo. It's 24 seconds of immortality ult, and it's very high burst healing and gradual healing. You have Luna, Loki's Luna can clap, and then Loki just has naturally burst healing. And then you have Luna's regular healing, which is pretty gradual, combined with Loki clones, which is just high burst. I mean, nothing's gonna die unless you have Luna Loki as well, you know? So if you really want to get into the nitty gritty of it, there's like 2 healers that you can play and that are viable, and you can, in a very high level lobby, there's about 2 healers in the entire roster, is what I'm getting at. When even in a high level lobby for tanks, there's like 5. There's like 4 to 5 tanks that are very viable, especially if you know how to play them. Again, I'm not hating on tanks. I love tanks. But healers need some serious love. Like, it's not a joke anymore. Like, your player base is actually dropping fast because of the healer problem. Just, it needs severe help. So yeah, that was the game. I don't have too much else to say. I'm probably going to end it soon. I just wanted to talk about getting Celestial in 3.5 because it was a little harder. And yeah, I look at this, dude. Just look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They have 1 more than Healer. Am I dumb? 9, 10. Yeah, no. Thought I miscounted. But you know, it's like I love playing healer too. I mean, I'm not going to go on and on because if the next hero is a tank, then I'm going to talk about this anyway. I'm going to repeat a lot of this. Not repeat, but you know. I just want to say I really do love playing healer. It's really fun, but there's just no one to pick from. And yeah, no wonder everyone's leaving. So yeah, that is it. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.